Well, hello everyone, good afternoon, and I feel like a head teacher saying, good afternoon everybody. But anyway, oh my god, I do make myself laugh sometimes. But anyway, hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on this small little section here, and we're going to be hopefully finishing off this square. And yeah, it's I thought I'd get my new sparkly pen out for for this session. I mean, we've got to work with pink, haven't we? It's pink, so we've got to work with a pink pen. So let's start off today. Just before we go in today, last night I was on Facebook, as you do, browse around, see if there's anything you fancy, because I like looking at the subscription pages, and so browsed around. One of my colleagues in the diamond painting diamond painting world, let me just check, 745, yeah, that's that one, okay, 945. One of my colleagues that does diamond painting put a post up, and it says something about the diamond painting health warning or something, and I thought, oh no, what's this? And I was reading it, and I really thought it was serious. I thought there was a chemical in in the painting. So obviously I've watched S. I know that colour's over here something. Just bear with me. S. That is, I think it's that one. 14. No, this is 20. Okay. 20 okay. 8, 9. 19. Come on, you're here somewhere. 18. 19, 13. Is it that one? No. I'm just having a look for colours, guys, so just bear with me. Bear with. 15, 12. Ooh. That's 9. That's 14. Okay. 20 is that one. I'll come back to that. I don't want to ponder on it too much. But we have the S colour that we need to salvage, which, yeah, we'll do that a bit later on. But anyway, so, okay, that would be that one. Is it 16? Yeah, that's that one. Okay, cool. So anyway, where was I? So I saw this post from my friend, and I was like, oh my God, I thought it was really, proper serious in that. And so I read a bit further down, and I'm taking it very seriously. I thought, oh no, I won't be able to buy paintings anymore if it's got chemicals in it. And read a bit down, and it was a joke that Liz Harrison over at, is it Paul Liz or something, Diamond Painting Liz, she put it up as a joke, and it was so funny. But it is true. If you read it, it's very, very true. It stops you from cooking. It stops you from doing housework. It is very, very true. Really, really enjoyed that. And then I was watching Liz on TikTok, and her lovely little Scotty dog has just had a recent birthday. And she was obsessed with this pig. She loves this pig. And obviously all the presents were there. Very lovely touch to it. So Livy, if you're watching, really, really lovely touch for you, and a big well done for you. But she obviously does what I do, which is I buy my dogs gifts, and I obviously wrap them up and stuff at Christmas and stuff like that. They're part of the family. They're not just an animal. And she wasn't interested in any of the other parcels apart from this pig, and she went mad over it. She loves it. So I really, really probably enjoyed that. So do check it out. It's Liz Harrison, and she does diamond painting like me. Oh no, hang on a minute. 7, that's N, okay. So yeah, do check it out. And I didn't even know you was on TikTok, Liz. So yeah, very, very good. I've followed you back, so yeah. And yeah, it was really, really lovely. She got her a little birthday cake and that. and she's lovely. It's very rare for me to see a Scotty dog around where I live, because we don't really get them up here, but there is a man near my relatives that has one, and he has got a white one. So, you know the ones that are on them dog food cans or tins? He's on that one. So that was pretty good. So, yeah. So that was good. And then moving on to today, I had to go to the doctor's again, which I'm getting sick of the sight of going. And obviously it was I had to get up for 7 because obviously I have to get ready and all that, and it was at 9:45. So yeah, went in there. There was hardly no one in there, and so only had to wait like 5 minutes and had my flu jab with Bernadette, and then shortly after that I had another appointment, but that was at 10:50. So I had one at 9:50, and I thought, oh no, I'm gonna have to sit here for like a whole hour waiting. And I was wondering, well, there's no one in, in the actual, there was about me and one other person, and then it was just me left. So I thought, oh, do you know what, I'm probably going to get seen earlier. So the receptionist told Kate, and then she was upstairs and said, oh, I'm sorry, I was upstairs, and yeah, saw me there and then. My blood pressure is dropped a bit, and I said, well, can I come off this Ramipril then? Is it, if it's really good, can I come off it? And she was like, well, there is a risk that if you do come off it, it would shoot back up again. So, by the sounds of it, I'm on it for the rest of my life, which is not a good thing. But then we've done the COVID checks, because they keep texting me to say that I need a COVID jab. And I said, well, can you check this? Because I can't remember how many I've had. And she said that I had 3 so far. So we had a Google, and this 4th one is apparently for if you're over 50. And I said, well, do I still need to take it or what? And she said, I wouldn't bother with it. So I scrubbed that off my to-do list. So why they're texting me that, I don't know. And then obviously we spoke about, whether I need to come back again. And she goes, no, I think you're all good. But what she has done, which is nice of her, normally to get more medication I have to go through System Online it's called, and submit it for them to prescribe it. And for some reason they don't do repeats anymore. You used to be able to do repeats, but apparently you have to pick it up from the surgery or something. But she's done me a favour, because she's done 6 prescriptions. So, I don't know what's going on up here, but we seem to be getting a wavy appearance there, but I'll sort that out later. But yeah, she's done me 6 prescriptions on repeat, so it means that every 28 days I can go and get another one without having to sit there and fill out a massive form to say that I need that. She should have put me on repeats anyway. So that's a sigh of relief. So yeah, then I came back here and done a bit of catching up on my emails, and I'm currently reading, I've just been reading, this is what I do, so I read my newsletter. This is something to do with some cruise ships. I read it, it gets ripped in half, and then that tells me that I've read it, and then it goes through my shredder and into the trash. With me, I shred everything. I don't care what it is, obviously paper-wise, but I will shred everything. Magazines, comics, letters, even if it's not important stuff. Most people will generally only shred like bills or stuff, but I shred everything that I can fit through it. So yeah, I've had various shredders. They blew up on me nearly every month, and this Rexall one is fantastic. I bought this lovely Rexall one. It's called Rexall, and you can get them on Amazon. And there's various sizes. I got the £34 one, which I think is an 8 litre, and yeah, it was really, really lovely. So I've had it for a while, but I have to remember, when you have a shredder, you do have to regularly oil it, and I've just realised I need to get some more oil. So I hate things like that, I like buying stuff for me. Not like, it's like this is one of the things I don't get is, you know, the Mr. Muscle drainage unblocker thing that goes down your sink. You pay £2.50 and you pour it all down the sink. But whether it's supposed to do anything, I don't know. But yeah, I like to do that once a month in the bathroom sink and the kitchen sink, just to get rid of any blockages, because sometimes rice falls down it if I'm tipping out, because when I'm trying to drain it, I don't have a sieve, you see that's another thing I need. I try to drain it, and obviously some does fall out occasionally. So, but tonight I'm having I can't decide whether to have KFC or a Big Mac, and once I actually ordered both because I couldn't make my mind up. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have, my heart is telling me, oh, that's the other thing, Big Mac, but then my brain's saying get KFC. But KFC is so expensive. It's like the bargain bucket is £21, but you've got to remember that you've got to pay $3.99 delivery, so that's where it bumps it up. But yeah, that's the other thing she said. So I got a text the other day because obviously she wanted to check cholesterol, and that woman, I don't know, but I think she put a catheter tube in it. Not catheter, sorry, a cannula. A cannula needle is a needle that's attached so that you can put fluids into the arm, like intravenous drip and that. But look at the bruising on that. She's actually bruised me on that. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just put the light on a minute. Oh no, man. But she's actually, that's where I had it, and it's all bruised. So that must have been a massive needle. Sorry about that, I was leaning over my chair. And yeah, it was horrible, that needle. And then today I had my flu jab, so that's all out of the way. But yeah, anyway, she said I get distracted very easily. She didn't say that, I did. But for the fourth time, I got a text saying that it was apparently my cholesterol slightly raised, which I thought it would be. And she said try to avoid white fish, and I was quite surprised at that, because white fish is supposed to be really good for you. Or it's basically brain food, but it's supposed to be really, really good for you. So I was quite, and I eat an awful lot of tuna. I love me haddock, love me cod, I love me salmon. So yeah, apparently it should be 2 something or 3 something, and I'm slightly above that, but she said slightly. Another thing I'd like to check is diabetes. I would like to be tested for that. But I'm not, you know, that can wait. I'm not going to wait anymore. Bloody hell, I'll have no blood left. I've had probably 2 blood tests this month and a flu jab. All these holes that they keep putting in my skin, I'll have no skin left. But yeah, I'm not a lover of blood tests. Because with Bernadette, she used a finer needle, and you couldn't even feel it. But this woman that done the blood test, gee whiz, it was really, really not nice. But yeah, now I've got to go into town later on, so I'm thinking about cutting this video at about 3:15, or we might do it a little bit longer, just see how it goes really. But yeah. But it'd be nice to get this row done. I've been hitting up Olaf as well. I want to get started on that at some point. I've got a few. I've got a pink one, and then I've got one with like Christian and all that. Is that his name? So I've got that. But yeah, a very busy week again. Scenes. I mean, they've already cut Animal Planet. That's gone, but that was with DC Thompson. Paper Crafters with DC Thompson. Craft Beautiful, I think, is Acefield, and so is Let's Knit. But yeah, for them to cut 3 more magazines, I think that's altogether, that's Animal Planet has ceased, and then Let's Knit and Crafts Beautiful is supposed to be ending at the end of March. So yeah, Very, very, I wouldn't say disappointed, but it sort of concerns, you sort of get concerns on whether it's actually the company in trouble. Obviously, they're trying to make cuts, but from what I can gather, but yeah, I'm just gonna get. Actually, I won't. I was gonna multi-place this, but my drills are getting a little bit stuck in here. So, by the way, Diamond Paints with TM, that octopus thing that you've got for all the drills in the silicone, I do like that, and I've been debating to get that, but I just don't like the idea that you have to brush the drills out. It seems to me that the drills get stuck to the silicone, so I was hoping it would be plastic, but it looks pretty good. But yeah, I probably won't be getting that now. But I will be bringing in GBFKE. I want to give them a buy. We've got a brand new painting on the way from Prism. Yes, what I've decided to do is, because we've now moved to release paper, the cover minders are sort of like technically old fashioned now, because these have superseded them. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to get paint in instead. Now, they've gave me a quote for a custom, so they said that they come from abroad, so fingers crossed that I actually get a decent custom, because all the customs that I've had so far have either been blurry or don't come out proper. But what Prism do is you can send them the photo and then they size it for you and say what price it would be, and yeah, so but one of them, because there was 4 of us in the photo, apparently that would have been £80. So yeah, it's a little bit higher than the price I would like to pay, but the one I've got at the moment, the quote I've got for the current one is, I think they said it's going to be a 70 times 70 or something, but this one's going to be around about £44, so I'm much comfortable with that. But yeah. And then I was speaking to them and I was like, do I, can it go in the same order? And then they were like, it comes in abroad. So what happens is, if you do a custom with Prism, it goes abroad, they print it, it comes in, and then they make up the kits. So they send it on to Prism and then they make it up and ship it. So yeah, it's proper good really. But as I said, I thoroughly enjoy that company. They're such a lovely company. Brilliant quality products, and I just love every purchase I've bought. I've just really loved, and yeah, and now we've got release paper, so fancy that. And then I got a text to say I was clearing up last night and a bit today because I've had to move my microwave because they've got to rip the worktop out because they damaged it. And after all that effort, I get a text saying, sorry Mike, Adam's fell sick or something. So that's now been pushed back to the 10th of March. So in a way it's done me a favour because number one, it drives me insane just sitting there waiting all day for him to turn up. And then even when he's here, I don't know if you've noticed, but they seem to hover around in their van and they stay there for ages, and it's almost like they don't want to go to the next job because they take forever. I mean, my brother could probably rip it out and, seal it back in and do it all for like, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe. But they actually said on the text all afternoon. I'm looking forward to doing Olaf, but there's so much colour change in it. Every drill is like a different colour, so yeah, that's going to be really nice. I really am thoroughly enjoying this one because it's a lovely sort of, how would you say, it's basically like a funky colour, so yeah. So you could just sit in a tent on the beach and then you wouldn't get like wind come in, and then you could do it. Yeah, that's an option. But I do want to go in the upside down house. If anyone's never gone in it, it's like a tourist attraction thing. And the nearest one from here is Clacton. There is one in Lakeside. But apparently you go in this house that's upside down and there's furniture on the ceiling and it's basically an optical illusion. And there's been another one like that at Chessington World of Adventures. Not a house, but there's this bridge and there's like a circle thing going around here. And the bridge doesn't move. It's an optic illusion. So this picture on the wall is circling and you think you're falling off it, and you're not. It's like the mirror of walls, is it called? So yeah. Can't you see that I am not a rich girl? No one says good to be no. He shall be rocking on my show. And also with release paper, you don't have the worry of putting it round the wrong way, because as we all know with pour glue, if you put that cellophane round the wrong way, it's gonna rip like fuck. So with the release paper, it doesn't matter what way you put it round, it's not gonna, you know, it's always gonna be there, you know, and it won't make a difference. They really should, with the pour glue ones, they really should like put a sticker on there to tell us which way is which. What I tend to do is I put an arrow on it, like out of washi tape, so I know what I'm doing. Talking of washi tape, you know which way it goes round, but talking of washi tape, I got an email from DAC, and there's Harry Potter washi tape on there, but £7, and I can't agree to that. That's a lot of money. Remember that DAC is done in dollars, so you'll always get it a bit cheaper with the conversion rate. But Temu, who I was going to try out, apparently they don't ship to the UK, so yeah, a bit of a pain really, but never mind. I do want to try out Dreamer designs as well. I just really want to. My mission is to work around every single diamond painting that I can find. It would be an absolute dream if I could find Diamond Double. That company has got very lovely trays, so I would love to have that. Lawrence is good at piano, he shall be rocking in my show. I need to go in Greg's because I've got one stamp to collect and then I've got a free spaghetti thing. And then I need to go in Boots to spend this £1 before they take it off me. do 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 do. But what's on tonight? What is it? Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember. 22nd Wednesday. So, oh my god, EastEnders have got this weird thing going on. They've done this, someone's fell on the floor and died, but they're saying that the trailer is saying Christmas 2023. So they're dragging a storyline till Christmas. But apparently Hollyoaks did the same. And Febuary, whatever that chap's name from Hollyoaks, who me and my brother met in Braintree in real life, we had a photo and that, he is going into EastEnders. And I'm like, I'll be like, I've stood right next to you and had a photograph. I'll have to get that for you guys, so that I can show you. But it just goes to show you don't have to go far to see a celebrity. I mean, I've seen Muscle Brand in, we were just sitting there having a sandwich. And I've seen Muscle Brand in the hospital, and you know when you sort of look twice and you think, is that the real person? And it was. My auntie is like, she's the type of person that's always in your face, and she's like, oh my god, that's Muscle Brand, I've got to go over there. And she went up to him and said hello or something. So yeah. But I'm not being funny, she's in her late 50s and she slaps all this makeup on and tries all this wrinkle cream. She doesn't like the fact that she's going to get old. It's not going to make a difference. You're going to get old and wrinkly, you know, regardless. But she's got this weird sense of humour, so, well, not so much humour, but she's got a funny way of communicating, because when you speak to her on the phone, I don't speak to her, but when you speak to her on the phone, my mum will keep going, are you there? Because she's really quiet, so she will only respond once you've finished, like, or when she wants to, but she'll go, yeah, I'm still here, but she don't really, like, you know when you're talking and then the other one talks and makes a conversation, she doesn't do that, which is, yeah. I've just realised the heating is still on. I need to turn that off. Otherwise my meat is going to run out. It's really weird because I have a credit meter. Oh no, don't worry, it's not blackout. I accidentally touched the button. Okay guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this session here. I know it's a really short one, but I need to tidy up some of the drills. I need to figure out what's going on with this tray because a lot of the drills are over there. I know it's a mess. I need to clear it up. I'm always tipping my drills accidentally or knocking them, so I need to really sort of like put all these back in here because they're for this one, you see. So yeah, we'll do a nice little short one, and then I don't like to leave a line, but we'll leave that line like that. So I'm sorry it's a short one, but I really need to tidy up this drills, give this a little bit of a wash because it looks like it's getting stuck with something. And as you can see, the more layers you do, the less release paper you need because it will only stick to that. But anyway, please remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the video that I do. And I will see you next session, which is really, really lovely. Take care, guys. Have a lovely day. If you want to buy this for yourself, the link's in the description. Bye.